This is so stupid. I turned 18 in 3 weeks, and I feel like my life's just completely collapsed in front of my eyes again, and I just don't know what to do. I feel like grieving your own life is just so... I don't even know how to describe it. It's just painful, and I mean, all grief is. But I've already done this once, and I got through it, and I know I'm gonna be fine. It just sucks. It really sucks. When I was 14 and diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, I went through all this. I just missed being a normal kid. I missed being able to just eat whatever I want, whenever I wanted, do all the stuff that I used to just be able to do without really thinking about it. And it took me like a really long time to overcome it all. Because I mean, there were things that my friends were doing that I just couldn't do. Being diagnosed with like a chronic illness, you have to learn so much, and you have to learn how to adapt to regular life. And once you adapt, it's fine, you move on. Things will never be the same, but you learn to live with the different. You learn to live with your new lifestyle until you kind of can't even remember what it was like pre-illness, which, I mean, you always remember, but it's like you've just adapted to this new normal and you've kind of just accepted it as your life. And it was hard being diagnosed with like a chronic illness at 14 in the middle of high school, when kids are just so judgmental and the world is so judgmental. But again, you learn to live with it. You learn to adapt. Now, I've just spent the last 2 days in hospital because I've been having seizures. And for the longest time, I didn't know that they were seizures, and I didn't know what was going on, and doctors didn't believe me, people didn't believe me. Finally, someone believed me, and I'm so glad someone believed me, because I could not keep living like this. Being believed just, I don't know, it feels like, well, it's great that someone believes me, recognizes that what I'm going through is not just all in my head, like it's actually something. It already sucks because I'm already a whole year younger than my entire friend group. They've already all gone and got their license, they've gone out clubbing, they're doing all the stuff that 18-year-olds do, and I've had to kind of be left out, and it's not their fault, and it's not my fault, it's just the way things are. But I mean, it sucked. It really sucked. I wish I could have been there with them, completing these like milestones with them, getting my license. And that's all I've wanted forever. I mean, getting my license was like my key to freedom. It's all I've wanted for so long. And when I was diagnosed with diabetes, I was like, well, I'm never going to get my license because I've got diabetes, and like they're not going to let me behind the wheel of the car. And that sucked, but then I learned, like, look, I'll keep in control of my sugar levels. Sometimes I won't be able to drive because of my sugar levels, but it's fine. I learned that I could still drive with it, and it would be fine. Like, I'd have to have paperwork filled out and get doctor's checks and all the rest of it, but I would be able to get my license. I would be able to drive. I did all of my learner hours pretty much. I think I've got like 15 hours left to do. I was so prepared to go for my driver's license after I turned 18. Like, it's all I wanted. I wanted to be like my friends. I wanted to be normal. I wanted to get my license, be able to have that sense of freedom that comes with being an adult. Just be able to drive myself wherever I want, have that independence. But then I had to go and have freaking seizures. I just wish my brain and my body worked normally. Now I'm not allowed to drive. By law, if you've had a seizure, you can't drive for 6 months from your last seizure. So, while I'm sitting here thinking, okay, well, 6 months from my last seizure would be around September, I'm so freaking scared it's gonna get to, like, September, and I'm gonna have another seizure, and I'm just gonna be set back to square one. And as much as they tell you when you're diagnosed with stuff like this, oh, don't let it control your life. Like, you have to be aware of it, but you're still gonna be able to do stuff. There's stuff that you can't do. And, like, I know not being able to drive is for my safety and the safety of literally everyone else around me. It just really sucks. And, like, they were sitting there, and because we don't know what's causing my seizures yet, and we don't know if it's epilepsy or some other condition, I'm still trying to figure it out, and I'm working with doctors to figure it out, but like right now I'm on anti-seizure medication, which just sucks because I already have to take so many medications, and it's just like another one in the mix, and I'm just so over it. I just want to be normal. I don't know what I did to deserve this. I don't know what I did. Why me? What? But they sat there and they're like, okay, so you're not allowed to drive. You shouldn't drink alcohol, which I'm turning 18. Like, I just wanted to be normal. I just wanted to go out to bars with my friends and have a couple of drinks, and I really just wanted to be normal. And, like, people asked me, like, oh, like, how are you doing? And I just have to sit there and be like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm not fine. It just really sucks, and until you're in this situation, you don't understand this feeling, really, I don't think. Because, like, people probably think this is an overreaction, but, like, you just see your life get completely altered and changed right in front of you, and there's nothing you can do about it. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to cope. I just want to lock myself in my room and just sleep and never leave. I turn 18 in 3 weeks. My life's just completely been flipped on its head. I don't know what's going on. I just want to be able to live my life, get my license, do all the normal stuff that people do at 18. But I just have to, like, act like I'm fine. I have to pretend like it's not, like, this huge deal when it feels like... It feels like everything to me, but, like, it's not that big of a deal, and I just have to get over it, and it sucks. And I don't want to talk to anyone, and I don't want to do anything. I'm just angry at myself and angry at everything. But at least someone believed me. At least they believed that something was going on and it wasn't in my head. Because I think that would suck even more if I was, like, suffering from this and people just continued to not believe me and tell me that it's just all in my head and that it's just panic attacks and it's just different things, but, like, at least someone believed me, at least I'm getting treated, at least I'm getting the care I need, like, I know it's going to be fine, but right now it just sucks. Like, like, I know that in 6 months' time, I'll be fine. This is gonna be just something that I have to learn to live with and cope with, and it's gonna be fine, and I'm gonna be fine. Like, I know I'm gonna be fine. Like, it's just, right now in this moment, it just sucks. And right now in this moment, I think I'm just grieving my life before this moment. You know what I mean? Like, I had just learned to kind of accept and live with diabetes and embrace it and just all the rest of it, and just having something new just sucks. It really does. But it's gonna be fine. I know it's gonna be fine. I know I will be fine, and that it's not going to be this huge deal in 2 months' time, but right now, it just feels heavy. I'm gonna be so fine.